In most Resident Evil games, the hardest difficulty is a test of skill. A benchmark to show the player that they've learned every challenging mechanic and gained all the knowledge necessary to become genuinely great at the game they're playing. In Resident Evil 6, however, the hardest difficulty is a test of skill and a test of endurance. Because if I have to endure any more RE6 after what I've just been through, I'm honestly gonna lose my mind. Oh my god. You were not even aiming at me 2 seconds ago. I'm dead. Okay, this is a bit much. This is the face of a man going for Resident Evil 6's Leave It to the Pro achievement, which requires you to beat all 4 of the game's unreasonably long campaigns on professional difficulty. Normally, that's the entirety of what you need to do, but because of my masochistic tendencies, today I decided to up the difficulty to no hope. This is Resident Evil 6's true hardest mode that has no achievement tied to it, but makes every enemy in the game even stronger than professional and disables all of your upgrades. In other words, these extra constraints were going to make me as strong as a piece of paper and turn all the enemies into a pair of scissors with a nuclear bomb attached to them. So the question is, can I still even beat this difficulty with only the help of Resident Evil's legendarily stupid AI? Well, I wasn't sure. So because of a promise I made a year ago, Twitch chat has control of a text-to-speech Joe Biden to help coach me through it, which, as you can probably assume, went as well as it possibly could have. See, the 6 is barely visible. It's literally visible on every fucking setting.
The 6 looks like a person sucking off a giraffe. It gets me every time.
So true. Before I even started a campaign, first I was gonna have to beat the game's prologue, which pretty much does what it's supposed to do and catches you up to speed with all the game's mechanics as well as its controls. It's also supposed to give you an idea of what the game is gonna be like for a majority of its runtime. And if I learned anything while playing it, it's that this game was gonna be completely insane. All right, oh, okay, we're just, why? What is happening, by the way? I am just kicking the shit out of everyone. Wait, this is low-key kind of fun. Hold on, am I gonna turn into a Resident Evil 6 convert after this? God, I hope not. Wait, where am I go? Oh, I'm supposed to go this. Why is a plane in the building? What is going on? Oh, yeah, of course, great. Dash. Oh, okay. What the fuck? This is not how explosions work. I've took thermodynamics in college.
Right there is evidence that jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
So true, Joe. Why are we shaking our heads?
For more.
A cliffhanger? No. Who was it, chat? Oh no, I'm committed to this game now. No, it's forever on my card. Get me out of here. The prologue ended up being pretty quick to get through, but now that it was over, I was met with a big decision. Resident Evil 6 lets you choose any of the game's 4 campaigns to start with, and it was not going to be an easy choice. I could go with Leon, who takes on a more survival horror approach, trying to discover who's behind the assassination of the president. I could go with Chris, who picks up where Resident Evil 5 left off with its action gameplay, or I could pick Ada for no particular reason.
Great googly moogly.
But at the end of the day, I thought it'd be most fitting for my first campaign to be with the most iconic character in the whole franchise. Listen, I like to play my games like I eat my food. Finish all the less good stuff first, and then ultimately save the best for last. And the moment I saw Jake's campaign, I knew that he was gonna be my broccoli. Why does he run like that? This is not how a normal person walks, right? I'm not going crazy here. The basic premise for this campaign is that Jake carries antibodies for a new strain of virus that's currently turning many in Eastern Europe incredibly strong, incredibly aggressive, and incredibly intimidating. In other words, it's having no effect on them. And Sherry is sent in to extract him so that she can help create and mass produce an antidote for the people it might actually affect. What I didn't realize going into this, however, is that because Jake's campaign is technically the 3rd one in the normal play order, it wasn't gonna have a chill lead-in period like Leon's or even Chris's, which meant that the moment I loaded into the first chapter, things were going to get very stupid very quickly. Ow, why am I falling over? Stop! Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, game. Okay. I don't know what else. Cool. Love that he has to do the flips before landing. I mean, listen, if you can, you might as well. I would do the same exact thing if I could flip. If you had a 100% chance at doing that every time, chat, don't tell me you wouldn't. That's a straight up lie. Sherry? Hello? Oh, there she is. We're okay! I didn't really know what to expect when going into No Hope, but what I definitely didn't expect was getting through the first hour of it only dying a handful of times, especially with all the stuff it was throwing at me. Is there a weak spot, or is shooting the head sufficient? This is not good. Okay. All right, Inspector Gadget. Ow. But I managed to get past the helicopters, gun-wielding mercenaries, and cyberpunk Arnold Schwarzenegger relatively easily. And I have to attribute most of that to finding a really solid strategy pretty early into the playthrough. There are very limited health pickups in this game, and each time you heal, you only replenish 1 square of health. The issue on No Hope is that most enemies shred way more than 1 square whenever they hit you, which could very easily put you in a never-ending cycle of pain and misery if you run out of healing early. That's why throughout the entirety of this campaign, I was going to edge Jake. Okay, wait, please let me explain. The basic idea is that when you lose all your health in this game, you'll get downed instead of dying. And the only way to die is either by getting damaged while downed or getting damaged in this near-death state you're put in after you get revived. If you heal, however, this near-death state disappears, and then you can get downed again. So if I were to keep edging my health bar before it busts by repeatedly getting downed, revived, and healing, in the worst possible scenarios, I'd effectively only lose 1 square of health rather than multiple when I took damage. This allowed me to ration my health just enough to get through most of Chapter 1 with ease. Ooh, wait, that worked. There isn't a phase 2, right? But this strategy had some drawbacks too. Mainly that I had to rely on my AI partner to revive me before I got gunned down anyway. And this fact would become very apparent during the final stage of Chapter 1. Hold on, we need to make sure to kill this guy, and we'll kill the other sniper. I'm hoping. God. Dare you please? Okay.
You can't eat your ass, lmao.
During the finale, you have to take out 2 massive bioweapons alongside Chris and Pierce, and along the way, you're gonna get sniped, gunned down, and most commonly, smacked around and stepped on by the 2 giant assholes. Unfortunately, Sherry can't be everywhere at once to pick you up after getting hit with the sampler platter of all the things that could kill you. But somehow, I was gonna have to fend off Jake's insatiable foot fetish for long enough until I could actually get this done. Well, good shit. No, Sherry! Help me! Remember the old back dick twist? Okay, well, that didn't really give me a lot of time to do anything, to be fair. Oh, are they trying to shoot the sniper guy right now? That might be the... Okay. Cool. Oh my god, she got fucking rocked. All right, this is harder than I thought. I was going literally until this fight, things were actually kind of smooth sailing, and now I'm stuck. Get his ass, Jacob. Oh, shit. Spin faster. Thank you. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow, that was kind of cool. Uh-oh, please, please, please. Not, no. It's not, we're good this time. Yeah! No, no, wait. Use a giant banana to make him slip. Fuck, I can't believe I didn't think of that, to be honest. I'm actually losing my mind. This is like a fever dream. No, it's what, like a lucid dream? What's the one where you just like stand still and then... Okay, I need a deep breath. Hold on. We're gonna take this pause screen to recuperate here. Okay, hold on. Wait. We're making progress. We're making progress. A full send, not now. Fuck. I'm about to get executed again, I'd say. Wait, he might not be able to see. Sherry, let's go. Oh my god, I'm free. Hold on. Yes, please get me out of here. Yes! Oh, I'm out of this hell. Oh my god. This part might have been soul-crushing in the spirit way and the foot way, but I was finally free. So once that was over, and after a nice uneventful helicopter ride, all right, buddy, I'm gonna need you to take one for the... I'm sorry, what? Wait. I was able to finally complete the chapter in 1 hour and 36 minutes. Oh my god, we're done. Oh, why did that take 2 hours? And the best part, I still had 19 more chapters to do. This was one of the shorter ones, and things were only gonna get so much harder.
They're Juavo, and they're encased in a cocoon. When they hatch, well, isn't pretty.
Yeah, you could say that again. You know what is pretty to look at though? War Thunder, who have kindly sponsored today's video. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game on the planet, allowing you to take part in intense PvP battles alongside a massive community of over 70 million players. With biplanes and armored cars from the 1920s all the way to the fighter jets and battle tanks of today, War Thunder has over 2,500 vehicles from 10 different nations to choose from, making it the game to play for fans of military history. All the vehicles in War Thunder aren't just nice to look at either. Along with realistic graphics and authentic sound effects, every vehicle is modeled down to its individual components, allowing for not only in-depth customization options, but also a realistic damage system where every part of your vehicle is capable of being damaged or disabled by enemy fire. So if you'd like to join us on the battlefield, War Thunder is available for free on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, and you can play now using my link in the pinned comment and description. New and returning players that haven't played in 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack that includes multiple premium vehicles, an exclusive vehicle decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium account. This is a limited time offer though, so make sure to get it fast. Thank you again to War Thunder for sponsoring, and now back to dying a billion different times in Resident Evil 6. In Chapter 2, you have to go around your helicopter's crash site retrieving data hard drives, since some doofus in the government thought it'd be a good idea to keep the data on 3 separate hard drives instead of one big one.
It sounded like a great idea at the time.
That's not the only problem you have to deal with either. There are far more enemies here than in the first chapter, and unfortunately, they were going to be even trickier to deal with along with that. Considering that ammo pickups are also more rare on No Hope, I was going to have to save basically all my bullets unless I really needed them, which meant that a majority of the time, I was going to have to rely on melee to take out most of the enemies. And a majority of the time, this would end in the most predictable way possible. Snowmobile? This could be unideal, I'm not gonna lie. Cool. Oh, no. Okay, well, focus, Sam. Listen, all of this is new to me, okay? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Worry, I got it? Yeah, I don't got it. I really don't got it. I don't know what possessed me to think I had it. Okay. Jerry! Thank you. I feel like it's time to leave. Never mind. Well, that was fun. Sure did enjoy the very interactive gameplay there. Melee was a giant pain in the ass to get the hang of. Enemies were sometimes seemingly unaffected by it, there's practically no way to do it safely, and you have to make sure to step on their head to actually finish them off.
Head at the top of their body specifically, not the PP1.
Thanks, Joe. I was gonna have to find another method of dealing with some of these encounters that didn't involve me kicking, then kicking the bucket. But the answer to that was actually quite simple. I just had to employ some tactical repositioning during some of these fights. And by that, I mean I totally just ran past everything.
Hey!
Roger!
Hurry up!
I heard you, okay?
Sherry!
I heard you, okay?
Hurry up!
I get it, okay? Relax.
Come on!
I get it, okay? Relax.
Come on!
I heard you, okay?
I think she heard me. It was really effective, and now I kind of instinctively understood when each section would be a running section, a shooting section, or a melee section. But that didn't mean things were gonna get that much easier. In Chapter 2 alone, I still had to deal with a snowmobile escape, avoid the avalanche on snowmobile, you betcha! We're okay, the checkpoint did not screw us, but this might, to be honest. What the fuck? A stealth section with Arnold again. Oh, perfect, I can spam again.
Hurry up.
Okay.
Come on!
Get it.
Don't yell! And a QTE section. For this last one though, No Hope was quite literally gonna throw me into the meat grinder. Because if you're not at least 99% perfect during this part, this'll probably be one of the most miserable times of your life. Oh, time to leave. What? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that seems a little unfair. I don't think I could have gone any faster. Okay, time to go. Oh, are we? Surely not. Oh no. Quick time event. Hug. Oh, but what? Who designed this? Who is in charge of architecture? Fire them immediately. I'm like Sisyphus, but instead of a boulder, it's just doors. No. Oh my god, please. Whose idea was this? Oh, this one's a lot harder to open. Oh! Okay, that's not my fault. All right, get our fingers ready. Come on! Oh, come on, that's gotta be it. This is fine. We got this one, Sherry, please. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Eventually, though, I was actually able to get Sherry into the room after burning a hole through my palm. And after giving Arnold a full-on buffet of his own medicine, Chapter 2 was finally over. Chat, this is not a drill. We have won. God, how does he do it? How does he come up with such comedy on the spot? It surprises even me. In the time between chapters 2 and 3, you get kidnapped by Ada Wong, taken to a top secret facility, and have to solve some puzzles in order to reunite with Sherry again. I think he got it. I think he did. I mean, listen, not everyone can be as intelligent, charming, and especially humble as me, but I mean, when you see my puzzle working skills, I mean, you can't help but give me credit, right? The beginning is actually quite simple despite you being separated from the only person that can revive you. But what you might not know is that this is actually a dirty trick by the game to let you get your guard down. Because once you actually meet up with Sherry again, this level turns into the hardest thing you'll have done so far by a wide margin. No, Sherry, please help me. Oh my God. That was some facial reconstruction there, Jesus. This is the casino, but instead of doing normal fun casino stuff like losing your mortgage on black and huffing blow, you'll instead be doing a scavenger hunt for 10 different keys and blowing yourself up. Okay, so we do this, blow it up. This is on purpose, shut up. The reason why this is so difficult though is that the casino chip keys are randomized. So you'll have to search through every single room in the compound during each attempt, and all the while you'll have next to no ammo. Casino security is apparently its own little military superpower as well. But the worst part is that there are no checkpoints during this entire section. And considering the search for the keys can go on as long as 20 minutes, this area got very annoying very quickly. Oh. Damn it. Okay, well, I mean, everyone's cleared here, so we might as well just kind of keep going in this area, right? What's in here? Okay, never mind. I'm going back there. You guys have fun in there. I'm good. All right, I guess I just gotta keep running, dude. Like, there's so much going on here, and I don't appreciate it. Oh my God, dude, please stop. Okay, I'm starting to get chapter 1 again. Surely. No. Okay. How far back am I? How screwed am I throughout this entire section? Do I get a checkpoint everything? Uh-huh. Got it. Very cool. Thank you, video game.
My bad.
That's okay, Joe. Honestly, it's my fault. I was stuck in this hellscape for a good while, but the experience also helped me develop a plan to eventually get through it. There always happened to be more than 10 chips spawned in at one time, and by now I knew which rooms were going to be easy and which ones would be more difficult. So with this in mind, I began every attempt by beelining to the easier rooms and building up my chip count. So by the time I got to the hard stuff, I'd really just need 1 or 2 things to go my way. There one is now really the very cool. I'm leaving now. Pick up the medal. Thank you. Yeah, I really don't. Oh.
Full sense now.
I'm trying. Thank you, Joe. Checkpoint. Yes! Let's go! Oh my God, we're gaming. I had become one of the 1% of gamblers that never gave up and finally hit it big. A great life lesson from a very unbiased content creator, if you ask me. But if you thought that was the end of the mission, you are so wrong. Is that?
You kidding me?
Oh, you're not looking at... It was looking at me, by the way. Fun fact. Now, in case you haven't noticed, there's a giant tank to worry about, which makes it all the more strange why Jake didn't just call the police, since it seems to be violating a bunch of parking laws and probably isn't supposed to be there. But as bad as it was to even leave the casino, you know what? I don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna go this way now.
Don't leave me!
Damn it, I really want to though. Fuck me. The outside section was somehow even worse. Oh, this is absolutely a problem. All right. Oh, I am dead. You pretty much have to activate a lever, hold out until a pole allows you to swing across a gap, and then magically pull some voodoo shit out of your ass to somehow get past all the enemies on the other side. Despite most of my attempts ending in failure, there were a few times where I was actually able to do it, and the exit right after was quite literally 2 steps in front of me. But there happened to be a huge issue there as well. You see, there's a very enticing, completely optional by the way, box surrounded by enemies here, and to the dismay of many watching me do this, I am a very curious individual. So before I could put this mission away for good, I, like Brad Pitt, was gonna find out what was in that stupid box. Just run past him, just run past him, just run past him, just keep running. Just keep, ooh, what's this? Oh, I wanted to know! I was just curious! I don't even think it was necessarily worth it. This is a bad idea. Oh, fuck. I don't know if that even works, to be honest. We're over for the best. Over for the best. Need to see what's in the box, though. Snam has turned me into a doubter. I don't know what you mean. We're gonna get this try. You did this, Snam, going for that box? Listen, that could have happened to anyone, all right? This is not a me thing. I feel like most people would go to the box the first time, and then not a lot of more people would go for the box the second time. But listen, I like to think of myself as unique. We do this, we kick this guy, we place down the thing, and then we boom. Right? Hold on, no. This is actually part of the plan. No, like, no copium, right? Like, they're dead. They're all dead. And now we can loot the box. Finally, my plan has come to fruition. Oh, I've been waiting. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, okay. I must see what is in the box. It's okay. This is why we got the ammo. That's why we died so many times at the beginning, is so that we had leftover Magnum ammo to see what's in the box. It's genius. Magnum ammo. Literal return on investment. It's actually insane that you thought this was a terrible idea. And so, after spending an extra half hour on something that was totally worth it in every way possible, Chapter 3 was finally over. Clear time, 1 hour and 40 minutes. Nice. Cool.
I want to tie you to the ceiling fan and leave. We're running overnight.
With all the glitz and glam of the casino behind us, Chapter 4 starts off hot with an intense motorcycle chase. Ow, wait, oh, I'm already yellow? I don't think that happened before. Oh, suck my dick, idiot. Couldn't be me. I would never crash. Ooh, okay, that's a lot. Hello. Oh. I think the game glitched. But after some perfectly reasonable motorcycle maneuvers and some slick driving from yours truly, soon I was able to get right on with the rest of the mission. After just like 1 or 5 more crashes. Uh-oh. Listen, who parks their car in the middle of the road? That's their fault. I had really hoped that after the mental torture of the last chapter that this one would be a bit more light on the pain, but that would end up being the complete opposite of what would become reality. The first thing you're met with here is a section where you need to take down a helicopter, which can be done by either attempting to board it or by shooting it down from below. Both options, however, also involve you squashing a few bugs along the way. Maybe, oh. All right.
Kind of making this up as I go.
All right. Okay. You know what? I'm going this way. Oh my God. What is this stupid ass game? It appears the shoe is on the other foot. I am the bug now. Jake is never beating these foot kink allegations, is he? New enemies keep popping up even after the helicopter's taken down as well. Sherry personally really likes getting gobbled up by these grower not a shower guys, but my worst enemy would be far more prevalent. Every time you kill an infected, they have a chance of turning into a cocoon, and when they hatch, they transform into a lizard person. These guys are ridiculously tanky, can shoot out spikes because of course they can, and my primary method of disposing of them was placing an explosive next to their... The evidence just keeps piling up, huh? These guys were awful to deal with, but they were only the sidekicks here, because the main villain of this chapter was actually the doors. Oh, this is bad. You know what? You're doing great over there, Sherry. I believe in you. I'll be going this way now. Yeah, that's problematic. You know, this could be a good thing, though. I'm not gonna lie. This is absolutely not a good thing. There we go.
Jerry, it's open.
All right. Yeah, okay. I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive. I'm dead. I'm alive. Oh, uh-oh. I'm dead. Okay, well, it was making up its mind. Oh my God. Ah! I'm losing it. Where did that guy come from? Okay, that was unnecessary. I got fucking emoted on. These lizards were pretty bad for my mental health, but they did happen to have a weakness. They may have evolved to become one of the most terrifying apex predators the world has ever seen, but what they didn't have were opposable thumbs. So once I got to a ladder after successfully running around the area long enough, this reptile dysfunction, thankfully, did not last more than 4 hours. By now though, I had spent about an hour and a half on this chapter alone, and there was still plenty more left to do. There were a few more encounters, a boss fight against Chainsaw Man, and a fight against Arnold for like the third time. But once those were finished, surely this mission was finally over. It's giving me a lot of stuff here too, which is dude, could you imagine we have to do 3 boss fights in a row? That would actually be so stupid, but also very funny. Dude, what do you mean? Oh, sorry, I forgot. There's a 3rd boss fight. Silly me. No checkpoints, by the way. Holy shit. All right, I guess it was my turn. That's fair. Cool. Back at the beginning, just how I like it. I feel so enthused and accomplished now. But once that fight was finished, surely now the mission was over. Defeat BOW. Where? Of course. Because of course it is. Oh, sorry, forgot. You actually have to do 4 boss fights in a row. It's super obvious in retrospect, really. But after that, you're done. I mean, I wouldn't just lie to you, right? Of course I would. Are you stupid? I literally just did like 2 times a second ago. Anyway, there are 5 boss fights.
Jay!
But once that one was done, this chapter came to a close in 2 hours and 22 minutes. I'm free. We did it! After all the bullshit of the other 4 chapters, the final chapter finally gives you some reprieve. Immediately, you'll be introduced to a new enemy called I'm just gonna call it Tim. And the Tims are able to regenerate and throw their limbs, which allows them to give you a hand from across the room. Literally. It turns out they're really stupid though. Like when I looked them up to figure out their name, I also found their Twitter account and it was not pretty. So as a result of that, I was able to run around them pretty easily as I took care of all the power systems. No, Sherry, we're not going that way. Oh, all right, not going that way either. I'll tell you that. Oh! Oh, cool. For a second there, I thought things were actually going right. That was my first mistake. Escaping the imploding compound wasn't too bad either. We met up with Chris again, who tells us that he killed our estranged dad, missed the revenge bullet because we've only been meleeing things for the past 2.5 chapters, and proceed to intentionally not use any ammo on the way up the elevator. There was a reason I wanted to be conservative though.
Conservative, you traitor.
I knew there had to be a final boss at the end of the campaign, since, you know, it's a Resident Evil game. And I was totally correct in my assumption, but nothing could have prepared me for the toll on my sanity when I found out exactly who it was. Fucking. Surely not! This is the 4th time! When Arnold said he'd be back, he really committed to the bit. And this was going to be his toughest iteration yet. For the first phase, you have to fight him on some platforms above a lava pool. But thankfully, this wasn't horrible since I could just stay at range, and apparently he really, really didn't like Sherry. Oh, Sherry! Huge. Absolutely enormous. Although, you're doing great, Chip. That being said, however, once I got to the very confined area of Phase 2, I found out pretty quickly that this was going to be the absolute worst section of Jake's campaign. I'm dead. You just instantly die? Bruh. Wait, I literally can't get hit. Not only could this guy counter my edging strat, but he also lays down lava plumes in an already confined space, has a massive health bar, and has attacks that you have to identify instantly in order to dodge. It sounds just as bad as it actually was. And because of that, I was here for a long while. Oh my god, how many bullets do you take? Oh, okay, I dodged that. Run up to him and punch him really hard. That went well. All right, is now distracted by Sherry. Let's fucking unload into his ass. I'm just gonna wait for the lava to evaporate on this side before I go back to shooting him. Sherry's got it under control. There's nothing to fear. What? I dodged that! What is the hitbox? That actually missed! Please stop reenacting a vacuum, because right now you suck. Thank you for the words of confidence. Chad, I was really struggling here, and eventually it got to the point where I died more times during this one fight than in any individual chapter before this. 30 deaths later, and I was still getting terminated. But just when I was at my lowest, I was told something that has stuck with me even to this day.
Hey Snam, I feel like this would be easier if you just beat the boss.
So true, Joe. And honestly, that's really the only motivation I needed. I need Sherry to leave me alone. I'm trying to like use her aggro really advantageously on this run because I think he just goes after the last person to shoot him before an attack. So if I can just make sure that Sherry's the last one to attack him, then we might actually be kind of good. Ah, God, I have no ammo. YOLO. Never mind. All right, that didn't work. Wait. Stagger? Kick his ass! Let's go, dude! Fuck yes! Finally! Oh my god. Oh, do I need a quick time event still? Maybe. Wait.
Settle this mano a mano.
Oh, surely not, right? Well, the answer to that was yes. Very ineffectively, if I might add. I'm trying. Off you go, big boy. Why would you go backwards, you fucking idiot? If he doesn't thumbs up, that means he won't be back, chat. We learned this from Terminator. We'll be okay. Uh-oh. All right, well, he's definitely not giving the thumbs up.
Yeah, and there's no goddamn steering.
Gonna fucking lose it.
This shit ends now.
That was it. I can't fucking deal with this, dude. I'm actually going insane. But with the campaign now finally done, I was 1/4 of the way through no hope difficulty, almost 9 hours in. And if I had ever thought that this was going to be the worst of this mind-numbing endurance test, I really couldn't have been more wrong. Ah! Next up was Chris's campaign, and it was going to be just as action-packed as Jake's. We start off in a rundown bar after a failed mission with multiple squad casualties causes Chris to hit the bottle, and it's up to his old partner Pierce to convince him to get back in the fight.
How about this? You heard of this?
I can't hear it, it's a picture, idiot. This guy a fucking moron? For this campaign, we're actually going to play as Pierce for reasons that'll become apparent later. And chapter 1 starts off the next day after Pierce finally helps him get past some of his leftover guilt.
Bastards.
Chris, those were your men too, by the way. I hope you're starting to get used to it now. No, Chris. My strategies for this campaign were pretty much the same as with Jake's. Edge Pierce, save ammo for when I needed it, and run past anything I could. Except this time, I had some NPCs aside from Chris that could help take down more of the enemies. Help not exactly being the most accurate word, but it'll have to do. Despite that, this chapter was pretty easy. It seems like Chris was actually getting more powerful with each new traumatic Marine death, which makes sense since when his ex-partner kidnapped his current partner in RE5 with the fate of the world on the line, he was able to donkey punch a boulder. So the evidence really stacks up here. Because of this, Chris and I were able to blaze through this chapter, with the only tricky part being a rooftop fight that took up a bunch of my healing. But even that wasn't enough to stop us from basically bullying all the enemies. The section with the hostages on the inside was a bit trickier thanks to me practically using every herb I had beforehand. Where did that spider run off to? There he is. Oh. He tickled my shin and I died. Cool. Okay, got it. However, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as the toughest parts of Jake's campaign. And once the hostages were safely extracted, it was time to head up the elevator and wrap up the chapter. Wait, why didn't we leave with the rest of them? Why are we the only ones taking the elevator? Oh no. All right, Chris. Which one's the piss corner? Left, right, back, or front? Ah. Cool. I think we got him. Oh, hold on. This is good. Chris got a power boost. We got an A rank for clear time? No shots. 1 hour and 15 minutes is an A rank clear time? Are you crazy? I fucking hate this game. I actually hate it. Unfortunately, chapter 2 was gonna make me hate this game even more. This is where we flash back to where Chris first lost his squad, and it didn't take long for me to realize that it was going to be much harder than chapter 1. Is that oh, that is an enemy. All right. Almost every enemy in this level has a gun, so my health and ammo were getting deleted just as fast as I was. Surprisingly though, I wasn't actually dying that often, and the main reason for that was from me managing to find a hiding spot everywhere I went and just barely beating sections right before I was about to hit the dust. I think it also helped that I tried things so stupid that they just might work, and this game is truly built around things so stupid that they just might work.
I'll blow the car and clear a path.
There we go. Cutscene. Wait, what? Wait, is that what we use the fucking explosives for, to knock up? No. I'm laughing because it's so logical that they would do that, of course. But I wasn't gonna be able to just skirt by forever, and predictably, once we met up with some familiar faces, I started to realize that the end of the level was still a mile away. Or 5,280 feet to put it into terms Jake would understand. Whereas our objective was to take out the big guys in Jake's campaign, this one asked us to take out 3 anti-air guns so we can clear the way for some airstrikes. Getting to these AA guns involved dealing with a ladder camper. I'm actually so lost.
I'm setting the
Why? Storming a tower. Need some help? No, I got this. Never fear. Okay, maybe a little bit. And incidentally, being on the receiving end of Jake's foot fetish. His team didn't... All right. It was mind-numbing having to spend minutes at a time getting to the AA guns again, only to die without getting another checkpoint. But eventually, I got enough attempts in to know where the enemies came from and pre-fired them before they caused too much trouble. With that knowledge, the big boys were soon defeated yet again, and almost 2 hours later, we still weren't done. Are we not done with the fucking mission? I hate everything. I thought I was over. If we recall the never-ending level in Jake's campaign, that's basically the feeling of playing through every chapter in Chris's campaign from this point forward. After progressing past the giants, we also had a small boss fight against 2 Krogans from Mass Effect, where you could only damage them through shooting their weak spot or hitting them with explosives. Alrighty, well, that was a thing.
You're not supposed to blow yourself up too.
You didn't specify. This is your fault, okay? Definitely not mine. Personally, I was a fan of the weak spots. And after you're done with that, you still have to deal with the lizard people again, except this time they could weave in and out of attacks like a prime Muhammad Ali. No! Make it stop. I feel like I'm being tortured. This is my Guantanamo. But once this never-ending chapter finally reached its conclusion, we find out that Ada was behind the killing of Chris's squad. We complete the chapter and, god damn it, and move back to the present day for chapter 3. Oh, hello. Oh, what the fuck? Hello? Okay. Listen, I get Pierce is hot, but just immediately splooging your load all over me the moment you see me is crazy. Despite the enemy's forward approach, his flattery definitely put me in a better mood. And it also helped that the beginning of this chapter was pretty fun to go through too. We lost another soldier, further increasing Chris's power levels, nonchalantly ran past rooms of more enemies, and I built a wall of human flesh around myself to survive a grasshopper onslaught. Don't use men as your human shields? Oh, so you'd rather I use women clothes as your shield when you play as Jake? It will happen again in Leon's campaign. I can see that coming. That's okay. Listen, they're ride or dies. I'm the ride and they're the die. All right? We each have our role in the conflict, okay? Don't get mad at me for just doing my job. We also talked about some Resident Evil fan fiction where Chris and Pierce had a child together, but that little tidbit will probably stay forever locked away in the VOD channel. Trust me, it's for your own good. Knowing this game, however, I knew the fun wasn't gonna last forever. I spent an obscenely long time finding a helicopter that had a seemingly unlimited missile budget. Is there a full send? You're the worst. All right. I saw that coming. All right. But something that really took a while to figure out was what came after. If you've noticed, this chapter takes place in China, and it just so happens to be 2024 this year, which of course means it's the year of the dragon. And this joke would have hit way better in 2025.
There! It's right there!
Thanks. Good call, soldier. I didn't notice. This is the invisible snake, and I know it's not saying much, but it's the scariest thing I've come across so far in my survival horror game. Help me, Chris! I need help! Ah! It's up to me, Chris, and another agent named Marco to take this thing down for good. But my edging strat was basically being countered here from the snake's 1-2 punch, and the attacks came so fast that I couldn't even shoot its big-ass mouth in the time frame it gave me. Chris and Marco were really doing me dirty here too, and I ended up having to get my health back to maximum so I wouldn't have to rely on the two dudes with the shitty BSAA optical plan. Of course, I was a little salty about this, so once I finally learned how to shoot and dodge this boss effectively, I thought it was time for a little comeuppance. All right, hold on. Say that one more time, Chris. I kind of missed it the first time. My bad. Wait, when? When am I supposed to? Chris, you're breaking up.
Here, now!
Like right now or like now? 1, 2, 3, now.
Here, now!
Okay, yeah, I get it. Can we be a bit more clear with the instructions? I'm nervous. There's a giant snake in the loose.
Help me!
Got you, buddy. Oh. Got him. What happened? Oh, he's alive! Let's go!
Marco, I need power for this thing.
Marco, hurry up!
I'm on it!
Marco, no!
We did it! We fried that son of a bitch!
You're alive? Oh, and he can pull me up. This dude's crazy. He got eaten by a snake, electrocuted, and can still... That's awesome. Apparently I don't share the same plot armor, it would seem. If this guy dies now, I'm gonna lose it.
Looking for me, boys?
Damn it. Marco! No! Rest in peace, my misunderstood king. Oh, by the way, we're not even halfway through the level yet. When I mentioned that every Chris level would be a marathon earlier, I wasn't kidding. Even after what pretty much amounted to 2 boss fights, you still have to deal with Sniper Alley. It's like a laser maze. No. God damn it. Taking back shots? I mean, Pierce is always taking back shots. It's just usually from Chris. Meet up with Leon and Helena to chase down Ada Wong. Wait, what? Oh, hello, Leon, my king. Wait, they took the elevator. Fuck you. What the hell, you bitch? God damn it. Just because he thinks he's good looking, he can do anything. That motherfucker. And you'll need to partake in a normal day of driving in the city of San Francisco. Excuse me. Learn how to drive. God, fucking people, dude. All of these things are well and dandy and didn't kill me a lot, even though they took up a large portion of my time. But something you'll end up noticing about this game is that it really likes boss fights. And something it likes even more than boss fights are the same boss fights again and really shitty hitboxes. Oh my god, those shots, he's actually... Ugh! Okay. It's still after me because I see the light like actually following me. It's not great. Oh, maybe I just wait for it to stop shooting. Ah, there we go. The timing window. Shit. Shit. Ah, Chris, get me in. Fuck. Waiting. You know, patiently biding my time. Or like bide in my time. Am I right, Joe? How? Oh, he might be looking at Chris. He's looking at me. He's 100% looking at me. Oh, he's looking at Chris. Oh, he's actually looking at Chris. Chris, get the fuck away from me, you weirdo, idiot, moron. Actually looking at Christopher. Wait, this is enormous. This is enormous. Let's go. Thank you, Chris. Someone designs this game. So true. So with that done, this mission was complete in a blistering 2 hours and 42 minutes. My initial plan was to make this video 30 minutes long, by the way. No way they made that. Yes! Let's go! I'm free! Yeah! Yeah! With so much more left to do, we hop straight into mission 4, where we're on a ship looking for Ada Wong so that she doesn't launch a bioweapon into the city. Unfortunately, this ends up being quite the challenge, and that's thanks primarily to all the things in here that could potentially explode. What is this dude up to? Okay, yeah, noted, got it. I have a grenade, don't worry, this is fine. Now all I need to do is find an enemy I can kill with it. Right there. Cool, okay. Well, mission accomplished. Is that
I
a...
think I found just the thing to blast that bulkhead on.
I feel as though that's not actually a good idea. Oh, I'm the one getting tossed over? I mean, I do have the twink build. I feel like this isn't the first time that Chris and Pierce have tossed around. You know what I mean? I feel like they're kind of experienced in this. The first area is a large hangar containing a ton of enemies scattered everywhere you look. And according to some of the people who have done No Hope before, it's supposed to be one of the harder parts in the entire game. That being said, it never felt that way to me, and I basically just weave from cover to cover, practically running through the whole thing. Now, I can't directly attribute the success to my fantastic gaming skills, mainly because I don't have any, so in order to understand why this went so well, we have to remember that our beloved Marco had recently passed away, and a missile was being aimed at civilians. So while I was busy running around everywhere, Chris was quite literally taking care of the rest. Ooh, not good. Chris, please. Thank you. That's my hero. I'm trying to think what the best course of action would be to get through here. Seems like Chris is doing fine, but I need to think of how not to experience what's going on here. Captain! 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 Hurry up! Captain! Oh my God, he's so lazy. What is he doing over there? Is there anyone up here? Are we kind of vibing? Oh, we are absolutely vibing. Oh my God. Wait, I'm actually so smart. That's crazy. Chris tanking everything had basically allowed me to skip the first third of the chapter, even though there were a few minor setbacks. Is that good? Not a fucking care in the world. Chat, what do you think it's shower so— Ah! No! Wait, what? The shower guy was a distraction, dude. I was too caught up in his beautiful cheeks. But regardless, thanks to his immortality, we managed to finally make it to Ada, who then uses the opportunity to reveal her master plan of getting revenge on an ex-boyfriend. And listen, she might be psychotic or a mass murderer or whatever, but if Ada Wong, then I don't want to be right. All right. What, the fucking drive-by with a helicopter? Oh, well, there she goes. Ada's untimely death meant that everyone was gonna have to find someone else to fawn over for the remainder of the campaign. And unfortunately for me, in the enemy's case, they were really into Pierce. Well, this is not good. Oh. Damn, dude. Holy shit. 9 months flies right by. That's crazy. Tim and the other Tims were back, and it turned out they are some very handsy dudes. You're basically running around confined cabins looking for 3 key cards, and my plan of running past everything didn't seem to work as well when I had 3 Tims blocking the hallway. God damn it, I keep getting pregnant! The new plan here was to shoot off Tim's limbs so that it was harder for them to trail behind me, and it worked out pretty well. So well, in fact, that I was able to complete this unholy part pretty soon after implementing it. Oh, and a cutscene. All right. Why is there lava? We are on a boat, by the way. We still had one more thing to do after this, though. As Pierce, you have to plant explosives on the ship's missile silos, and at the same time, Chris is chilling in a jet providing supporting fire, but sadly not reviving fire. I had to pre-aim every sniper in existence to actually lay down this pipe bomb successfully. And once I leapt back into the jet from a construction crane, because of course I did, something that can only be considered a miracle happened right after. Oh, wait, what? Wait, wasn't this mission supposed to be really fucking long? All right. We absolutely take those. Beating a chapter in under 2 hours felt incredible, especially coming from missions that felt like they were eons long. But that being said, really quickly, I thought it'd be good to inform you that as I was celebrating, we might have failed to stop the missiles. The final chapter in Chris's campaign has you go save Jake and Sherry, and just like every other chapter, there were a bunch of things that proved to be an obstacle. But in this one in particular, there are two things that truly stand out above the rest. And the first of these tests is the timer room. I was stuck in this little room for almost an hour. The gist of it is that you have to wait for two different timers to go down so the room you need to get into becomes accessible. And in the meantime, infinitely spawning enemies try to kill you, usually successfully. There are Krogans, bee people, snipers, and more. But I actually developed a pretty amazing strategy early on where I did laps around the top and bottom of the room while killing all the snipers as they spawned in. So you might be wondering why I was stuck here for so long if I could just kill or outpace the enemies the whole time. Well, there's one more thing about this beautifully coded game that I've yet to mention. This game does not pause during real-time cutscenes. And when it happens in a room filled with the hardest enemies in the game, it makes sense to why I celebrated so hard when I finally beat it. No, you're...
Connection procedures complete. Disengaging the
I don't know what happens. You're fucking joking. I can't do anything about that. You're fucking kidding me. Oh, please don't fucking no. I don't care. God damn, I don't care. Let me move. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, this could be bad again. Please don't cutscene me. I hate everything. Please don't kill me. Oh, that's a sniper. Hold on. Literal god flashbang. One more for the road. Captain! Captain, I have flashbanged them. Captain? No! Dude. Captain. No. Why can't you just go to the fucking door? This should work, theoretically. Captain? Captain? 3, 2, come on! Yes! Oh my god, what an ass part. Oh. That's my captain right there. Even with that done, however, there's still one more thing that stands out in this chapter, even amongst the pain that was the last part. Once Chris and Pierce meet up with Jake and Sherry, they end up having their own final boss to deal with, which supposedly was touted to be the harder one. Thankfully, the first phase wasn't too bad since me running around like a giant wuss allowed me to keep practically all of my ammo from the last two missions, which meant as soon as I unloaded my entire arsenal into it, it's time for phase 2. And it's here we finally get to the point in the campaign where we discover why we picked Pierce. Did I break my arm? All right, that's not great. I feel like I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage here. Wait, this is sick. Get his ass, Pierce! Ready weapon. Nice. I'm Pierce Patine. Uh-oh. Wait, what, really? This is where the boss fight gets its pretty infamous reputation from. Either you play as Chris and have to wait for Pierce Patine to shock the boss for you, which, spoiler alert, sucks, or you have to play as Pierce, who actually has the urgency to use his stupid slow-ass attack, but then you realize that the boss is 10 minutes long without checkpoints and can kill you with a full health bar. What? So, with all that being said, I didn't actually find it too bad. The length totally sucked for sure, and I never really knew when it would finally end or if I was even doing the right thing, but I kind of just took it slow and hit around corners way the hell away from it. In fact, I felt comparatively more hopeless trying to do the terrible escape section right after. Get out of the way, Chris! I fucking hate you. You're the actual worst.
Please evacuate immediately.
I can't deal with this anymore, dude. Get me out of here. So, with my first instinct strategy, I took down this legendary boss in just a try or two. And this is pretty much where Chris's campaign ends. They successfully helped Jake and Sherry escape, defeat Ada's giant Plan B monster.
Having a Plan B monster makes sense since you want to be safe if the whole place is filled with seamen.
Thanks, Joe. And we share a pretty touching moment with Chris and Pierce as he slowly turns from the virus injection. Previously, I felt like the story for this campaign, to put it lightly, was complete ass. But this final moment when Pierce sacrifices himself knowing that he'll turn into a monster soon was honestly very well done. It seriously bumped my enjoyment of Chris's story a good amount. And it truly sucks that this scene might be the last we see of Pierce. Anyway, wrap it up, fellas. It's Leon time. If Jake's kink was feet and Chris's was the brutal murder of his friends and family, then I think it's fair to say that Leon's kink, as well as everyone else's, was Leon.
If we don't do something... Right. I get it.
That dude definitely just creamed his pants the moment Leon's hand went over his mouth, by the way. Same, dude. I mean, you start the game right after finding out the president has been turned into a zombie, and it's up to Leon and fellow Secret Service agent Helena to figure out why exactly this happens. This campaign also ends up being pretty survival horror oriented, and building off that theme, the first chapter requires you to find your way past zombies as you escape from the prestigious university that the president was speaking at. What does this say? Ivy University. I guess you can say that, never mind. Fuck it. I guess you could say it's more like Poison Ivy University, since everyone here got... Never mind, I've changed my mind again. Like I mentioned at the beginning of Jake's campaign though, this is actually the storyline you're normally supposed to do first. So even though I was still on no hope, getting by everything was light work compared to what I'd just been through. Of course, this is still the hardest difficulty we're talking about, so there are bound to be a few mistakes. Ooh, wait, did they throw? Surely they aren't able to throw things, right? Okay, that's good. How am I gonna do this?
Roger.
Yeah, I had So, scratch that, they do throw things. But nothing here, even including the big zombie hallway, gave me too much trouble in particular. What I didn't know at the time though, is that there was a reason for that. And that's because all the stupid shit you have to do in this chapter starts after you leave the campus. It looks like I'm not actually driving here, which is probably for the best, to be honest. How? Come on! Alright, well, I guess... How did this happen? Where did these cars come from? Leon's driving skills or Chris's skill at keeping his crew alive. The initial stupid thing you have to do involves you going through an abandoned train tunnel to get to the other side of the city. Along the way, you'll have to deal with zombies that basically throw themselves at Leon, but I mean, who wouldn't? Do some incredibly janky emoting. Animation is so bad. And who would have guessed it? Avoid trains. Where? Wrong side, idiot. L plus ratio. You know, I can't say I saw that one coming. Like, surely Capcom would have the sense to program a hitbox onto the train. Once again, though, I wouldn't classify any of this as that hard. So by me completing this section, I was led back onto the surface and was feeling pretty good about finishing the level in a reasonable amount of time. But as always with this line of thinking, this was exactly where things would get a bit more complicated. Backdoor key? I feel like that guy's gonna come to life. All right. I am thankfully mistaken. I shot you! In the second half of this chapter, there was this dead guy who only came to life once I was stuck in an animation, a section where I had to wait for Helena to open a door for some reason. Oh, reach through! It's... Dude, reach through the door! Had to deal with a new enemy type who could damage me with his voice alone, and had to survive around a gas station against zombies and cars. What is that? No! All right. I don't think that was supposed to happen. All of these things were annoying and challenging in their own way, especially when you have to hold out in the gun shop that magically has no good guns. Come on! Where? Oh, no. No, Helena, what are you doing?
Still breathing?
What do you mean? Store's clear? Fuck you can fucking do that the entire time? Are you fucking crazy? But by holding out on some stairs and frantically running from corner to corner, I made it to the final bus in just under 2 hours. To no one's surprise, this blazing fast time gave me a good old B rank for clear time in this fine game. And of course, despite all that stuff happening, this was still only chapter 1. As per usual, something terrible has to happen to advance the plot. So as we find out from Helena that a clue might be hidden underneath the local church, our bus ends up crashing into a graveyard filled with, well, I'll let you take a guess. Whoa, whoa, God! All right, well, I wasn't expecting someone to be down there. You know, when you're in a grave, you're normally supposed to be dead. Fun fact, by the way. This area has a ton of enemies, and a ton of open graves, apparently. I'm going to lose it. Is there another one down here? God damn it! And it all crescendos into this final holdout right outside the church doors. This 5-minute section is a giant pain to get through, mainly thanks to it requiring you to kill a certain amount of enemies, as well as it mastering the ability to have the worst possible infected spawn in at the worst possible times. Oh, please! Oh, god damn it. All right, this is bad. Oh, you're so fucking... I hate everything. No, uh-oh. Fuck. And we're back at the beginning. Yeah, okay. However, there were 2 big things that finally helped me get through it. The incendiary grenades that allowed me to wipe out entire waves of enemies at once, and the Snamwiches classic, running around like a complete idiot. So with both of these combined, I survived for just long enough to get Helena to the doors. And once inside, with an audience of sinners barely able to contain their lust for Leon, I knew exactly what needed to be done here. I'll confess, chat. Actually, yeah, good point. What does everyone have to confess today? I use nude mod for Chris's campaign. All right. Yeah, that's gonna take like 3 repentances at least, I'd imagine. I purposely left my desk out a little further than usual so my girlfriend could stub her toe on the end. That's some fucking like professional gaslighting, like an MLG circuit level of gaslighting. Why? I combined Play-Doh colors. Okay, Nicole, I'm not gonna lie, that's getting you a ban. I have the ultimate confession. I believe Yakuza 4 is the best ever in the series, no cap. Oh, dude, I wasn't expecting it to get this fucking heavy so soon. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I watched a cringe furry video and liked the costumes. On second thought, this might be a lost cause. Before heading to the basement, the church has a ton of puzzles for you to complete. One has you grab some Madonna statues that I feel were purchased from a sculptor from Fiverr, not even close to be honest. Another has you recreate the Liberty Bell 5 times, and then there's one that has you deactivate some traps by pressing the very obvious button on the front of it. It appears that the Fiverr sculptor was actually doing a 2-for-1 deal. Once that's done though, all the puzzles here are behind us, and your reward is, I shit you not, the titty monster.
What is that thing?
You're the one who brought me here! For brevity's sake, and so I don't get demonetized, these very not boob-like openings release a gas that turn people into zombies. And the gas is very good at basically insta-killing Leon. So if we combine that with the fact that this thing is also super tanky, this fight was pretty much destined to be a bad time. How are you not fucking dead? How did that hit me? Am I? That's not great. It may...
Where did that thing come from?
Awesome. What? Are you kidding? I got sniped.
Just stop dying.
Stop dying? I'm not trying to. It's hard.
Everyone, out of the way! We'll take care of this!
All right. Well, that's because of the cutaway, by the way. How? I've used so many bullets. Come on, you're close to dying, right? One more kick. Oh, I need to definitely get rid of that guy. He's gonna kill me. What's happening there? All right. Oh, let's go! Oh my god, that took so long. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to fight like multiple of these at some point. Get me out of here. Managing to stay at range for long enough really did the trick here, which allowed me to enter the secret science lab hidden below the building and check out what the brightest minds of our generation were up to. Hold on, I need to figure out how to get rid of these dudes. Don't throw that. Wait, did it? Good job, soldier. First off, we're still on the same chapter to no one's surprise. And also the science lab is pretty crazy. It's not just due to the fact that the scientists somehow have to navigate all the levers and identical hallways every day, which already sounds like an awful work environment, but also because plot twist, the Ada doing the bad things was actually a clone, and the real Ada is still good and trying to put a stop to the bad Ada doing bad things. Since bad Ada was created by a bad guy in the government named Simmons, who was a bad ex-boyfriend to the bad Ada. By the way, have my explanations of the plot in each of the campaigns made sense so far? No? Good, then you're getting the true Resident Evil 6 experience right now.
Enough with the mystery. What the hell is going on here?
Let's just get her out of here.
God, please, just any exposition. You said that before. You're lying to me. I'm being gaslit. Story aside, the labs are a bit of a struggle to get through, especially since it also has that fun camera cutting away while surrounded thing like during Chris's campaign that made me want to die 234 times. Okay, close enough. No, bad. Oh, shit. No, not now. Fuck this game. Not what we want to see. You can die in a cutscene? Yep. Fun game, right? But once you get through that, there's only a boss fight to go, and thankfully it's pretty easy. First, there's the slightly tricky dodge everything part. Then there's the simple intermission part that I died at anyway. And finally, there's the minecart section where you can lie down and take a little nap if you're now very tired of no hope, just like me. But once all those things are done, another singular chapter is in the books. 2 hours and 42 minutes for one level. Oh my God. Holy moly. This video was only supposed to be an hour long, by the way. Now we find ourselves in the catacombs trying to escape back to the surface, and the game behaves pretty much like you'd expect it to at this point. There were some good times, like when I found out a brand new mechanic 30 hours into the playthrough. Aim and press Y.
We kill whoever's turning them. Goodbye.
What? Wait, this is a thing? Wait, how is this the first I'm learning of this? But as to be expected on No Hope, this was also far outweighed by all the bad things. What the fuck is that thing? It looks like a this is problematic. Okay, hold on. Oh, we gotta go. It also appeared as though the danger each enemy possessed was a lot greater in this campaign, as the zombies that weren't present in the other two could seemingly take me down even before I started my edging. There were resilient melty flesh zombies, ones that dropped a torch that did damage whenever they got killed, and even a giant shark whose weakness was slow-mo and QTEs. But as per usual, there's also the least expected enemy to look out for as well. And when the entire catacombs started collapsing, this position would be filled by Gravity and Helena. The guy just has a lantern. That guy just didn't do anything. No! No, please! Helena!
I'm coming.
No, you're not! Why would you say you're coming and then jump away from me? But once you navigate the area without getting griefed, that pretty much wraps up Chapter 3, and Chapter 4 begins the only way Resident Evil 6 knows how to, with another repeat boss fight. Okay. This was already hard to do in the beginning.
Remember, land, no Russian.
Thanks, Joe. Ay. Okay. Dude, I can't do anything. Dude, let me do anything! Oh my god, with tongue? You're required to battle against Titty Boy across the entire plane, and the cramped spaces throughout really don't help with avoiding the gas. The cargo room is where you'll actually defeat him though, but the only way to do that is through managing to spam a QTE fast enough to open the plane's rear as you slowly get gassed to death. It probably would have been a good idea to heal back to max health and move around the room as I slowly open the hatch gradually. But if you're new, that's not exactly how things work around here. You got me off. No, this is it. I got it. I can do this. I can literally do this.
Shit! It's leaking that same gas!
We have to get rid of it. We need to.
Let's go! Oh, I die anyway? That's so dumb! I want a cutscene!
We have to get rid of it. We need to.
No one look at the camera. Open sesame! Oh, see ya. That'll work. That's thankfully the last we'll see of that abomination, but there's still quite a bit left to do here once we land. And by we, I mean the pilots are dead and Leon has to, land the plane. We're good. We're good. Looking good. Looking good. Nice. Didn't he have to use the training wheels they call a landing gear, dude? That's how a real pilot lands a plane. Hell yeah.
You can't park their mate.
That's okay. I'll move later.
Leon?
Wait, this is right after they crashed. I thought they'd been in Hong Kong forever when I got to this part in Jake's campaign. They literally just crashed a plane.
Why are you here?
The tag team boss fight from Jake's campaign is still just as easy when you play it in Leon's, and powering through the market following that was also fine if you can ignore the weird strain of swine flu that some of the pigs seem to have picked up. There was the occasional trickier part like the death Roombas, or Boombas as I like to call them when we meet up with Chris again. Wait, do I have to do it or? Ah, nice. Oh, not nice. Not nice at all. No, please. However, this chapter was honestly more chaotic than it was difficult, and nothing really exemplifies that more than when we encounter Simmons, the evil government, evil Ada, evil ex-boyfriend, in case you forgot, and things go so stupidly in a way only RE6 can pull off. Yeah, what? Oh, why me? Oh, that's not good. Oh, this is bad. Okay. That seems a little unfair. Got a checkpoint. We'll take it. It's not bare hands, idiot. You have saber-toothed tiger hands. And they're not even hands, they're paws. This guy's story is full of holes. Just like I'm about to be. Jesus Christ. Ah, that's fucked up, man. Is that a shield? All right. Oh, yeah, dude. Wait, do we just need to hit him with a headshot this entire time? Wow, that sounds really easy now that you say it out loud.
Did we finish it?
Oh, we got one chapter left. By this point, the missile that Chris made a little whoopsie about hits the city, and for their final chapter, Helena and Leon try to evacuate as every single person around them begins to get infected. Who's screaming? Dude, you're causing a disturbance. You're gonna get arrested. Oh, hello. We might need to turn on the windshield wipers. This is where Resident Evil 6 truly has no shame with the repetition stuff though, because here the game has you play through the entire prologue all over again. At the very least, you get to have context this time, like what happened beforehand, which is when good Ada swoops in to save you. I was hoping for Hunk. Yeah, I mean, listen, you had Ada right there. The Hunk's right here, all right? You're not missing out on anything. As well as finally figuring out who you meet up with after the cliffhanger. But once you do find out who it is, I honestly wish it would have stayed a secret.
Back for more.
Who's this guy? Oh. How the hell are you still alive? Fighting Simmons next to the Chinese Washington Monument was in some ways better than before, and in some ways worse. It's better since there's way more room to avoid his attacks, and you have a partner here to distract him. But on the other hand, even though there are like 3 distinct portions of this fight, one mistake in any of them becomes pretty detrimental. All right. I wonder if I'm just dead. I think that's a yes. Oh, kick him. Yeah! Get him with the power knee. Good shit, Leon. Your fists are definitely stronger than the guns. How many times do I need to beat the shit out of this guy? This is like the 4th time, actually. All right. Dude! How long is this fucking boss fight? Yep, there we go. Let's wait for that to happen. Oh, the fight's over. Let's go! Victory! I think. I don't know. There's probably a phase 2. Oh, how innocent I was. Defeating Simmons here by taking advantage of the environmental explosives led me to an elevator, where you have to avoid Simmons. Again. Thankfully, this is just a QTE, and a bit later, you actually fight Simmons on this rooftop. Problem is that he's now much harder. Holy shit. I didn't even take damage! Dude, I'm invincible! Okay, scratch that. The width of the roof made it incredibly difficult to avoid attacks, and zombies dropping down from either side made me have to multitask, which normally resulted in me getting sent right back to reset land. Dude, he got me out of the air! Dude, come on! He did that like instantly. Oh my, wow. All right, that could have been really good. All right, it was really bad anyway. Nice. Cool. The best strategy here is to stay far the hell away from him, and when he charges, making sure to stay at one side so there's enough room to dodge as he barrels past you. And soon, with enough practice, Simmons had finally met his match. Good stab! Surely he's dead this time, right, chat? I don't think there's any coming back from that fall. Yep, definitely won't be back this time. Got him for sure. Well, time to head over to the helicopter. Dude, get me out of here. I'm repeating the same day over and over. Simmons' final form is a fly, which is actually pretty apt considering how annoyed I was that I can't seem to get rid of him. This stage is a little more involved since you have to attack his sack enough to get him to absorb zombies to heal himself, where one just so happens to have this giant conspicuous lightning rod coming out of it. This is the final thing you need to do for Leon's campaign, however. So once this fly was swatted, we'd be on to the final stretch. Oh, wait, what's this? I feel like this is not the most... I stand corrected. Never mind. Good idea, Leon. Oh, that's the... That idiot! He ate the wrong zombie this time! Wait. I see! There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I think we might have done it. Hey, you got something in your eye, buddy? Bit of a shocking revelation, one could say. All right, I deserve that. Oh, rocket launcher, you say? Don't mind if I do. That was it! Dude, that was one rocket. You're telling me one RPG was enough and nothing else was? I literally hit it with the power of fucking God 2 seconds ago. Damn. George Washington protecting his country one last time. Thank you, Mr. Monument. Let's go! Trouble with women. Story of my life, dog. With that, Leon's campaign had been wrapped up, and I was now almost 38 hours into this RE6 playthrough. Of course, by this point, I was immeasurably burnt out, and the length of this video is bound to make me and my editor cry ourselves to sleep. But we still have one more campaign to go. And if you thought it couldn't get any worse, this one adds another handicap. The final campaign in this No Hope marathon is Ada's, and the general gist of everything is that she ends up finding out about her doppelganger and tries to go around helping the other 3 teams before attempting to put a stop to bad Ada's future projects. The thing is, for this campaign, you don't have a partner. In co-op, your fellow human teammate can play as agents, but if you're doing it solo, it's only you against everything No Hope can throw at you. My edging strat as well as my melee strat were practically useless without someone being able to pick me up, which meant that I needed to complete all 5 chapters in this campaign where every encounter was just that much harder. All right, well, that seemed a little unfair.
You were so screwed, lol.
To start things off, you'll be infiltrating a submarine, where Ada's tasked with sneaking around it to find some secret information about her evil twin. This involves you going from room to room attempting to find your way to the intel. But that being said, I don't think Ada got the memo that you have to be quiet for a stealth mission. Oh, where the hell? Okay, you know what? We're good. They didn't see me. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Ow. Okay, I'm going this way. You guys have your fun over there. We're good. We're good. They don't see me. Pure stealth, as per usual around here. Regardless of approach, I had to use the beginning of this campaign to basically reinvent how I played this difficulty. And the best way, to my absolute dismay, was needing to have practically 100% accuracy and dying a bunch attempting to run past enemies. It helped that the inventors of this submarine for some reason created intruder-friendly turrets, where you just need to stand on a platform and it'll shoot whoever's under it. Truly the brightest minds here in Umbrella, but otherwise, I was constantly dying. And my stress levels reached an absolute peak when I reached the intel room and had to juggle 3 objectives. Standing still to speak into a microphone, holding out against infinite enemies, and doing it all before the submarine sank to below 2,600 feet.
Initiating verbal identification. Answer all questions into the microphone.
Which is this the microphone? Ada Wong.
Please state your name.
Ada Wong, ow! There you are, idiot. Bitch. Who has the gun? What? That is literally the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I literally specifically kicked his ass.
If you know me so well, you shouldn't need validation. Oh, what's an sworn?
Okay. You know what? This is fine. We gotta go. Hey. We're good. Let's go. Shout out to the B guys who just kind of gave up. Big homies there. By completing one of the roughest sections yet, we wash ashore at the same graveyard Leon stumbled into, where after solving a few puzzles and dealing with a few of the enemies in Ada's own special way. What the fuck? Okay. I don't know. What is he up to? He knows Ada's a dom and got into position. She's bringing the strap out, but the other kind of strap, dude. We then have to do the same exact boss fight from Leon and Helena's campaign, except this time we're up in the rafters sniping and thankfully far away from the conflict. Hey, there we go. You had better aim, you probably could hit her, you know? That's a good point. I'll take that into consideration. Thank you, sniper. Why am I down here now? The strategy is exactly the same as it was before. Dodge during phase 1, wander around in phase 2, and go EP mode in phase 3. But even after making our enemy Deborah turn into a literal Debbie Downer again, you still have to deal with a metric ass ton of giant enemies that really keep you on your toes. See you, idiot. All according to plan, by the way. Never had any doubt in my mind. Okay, never mind. I need you to not do that. All right. Okay, cool. Got it. Thank you. Interesting. Okay, you stay right there, my big buddy. Do I hear another one? Okay. Hold on. We'll use the tables to our advantage. Forgot he could do that. God damn it. All right, never mind. We'll use the hallways to our advantage. Oh, I am totally okay with exploiting this, by the way. This is totally fine with me. Oh, no. It's okay. I'm alive. All right, not for long.
Deserved that.
Deserved that? Yeah. I think that's it. I think we got him, boys. Let's go! We only died once, and that was by a horrible misunderstanding. And so, after kiting the big guys for almost 10 minutes straight, I finally dropped the last one. Good Ada finds out about how bad Ada came to be, and we move on to the next section. You fine gentlemen look like you're having a good, very legal time. I'm gonna go that way. You boys have your fun, okay? Fancy meeting you here again. I'm gonna go that way. Don't mind me. I'll just be over here. You know, I think we've reached a little bit of an impasse here. Well, don't mind me. Okay. The first thing that needed to be done after carefully negotiating with bullets is retrieving a key from Chainsaw Man, where you try to slow him down by, hey, wait a minute. Wait, she's the one that locked all the doors? I died so many times getting those open. Oh my God, it's actually on site whenever I see Ada in Jake's campaign ever again. I wouldn't have to wait too long to kill Ada either, because I found out right after that kiting the chainsaw guy for a prolonged period of time is actually pretty tricky. No, what? At least I can cop after this. All right. Okay, hold on. Let's just forget everything that happened about 10 seconds in the past. All right. He was already way past me, no? He swung like 10 billion feet away. Okay. Plan. I gather all the items, I go up the ladder, I start shooting him. Actually, maybe hit my bullets this time. That's an important aspect to my plan now. I never really thought about it like that before, but you know, I'm starting to see the benefits. Okay. Okay. Oh, that looks pretty effective. Let's go! Big. Oh, that's a plus. All right. Oh, hello. Yep. I should have known. Okay. How is your arm still at... I don't think I had to play for that long. Yeah, never mind the arm. So just like every campaign before this, you'll be fighting the same boss over and over, because once you take him down on the bus as well, you'll fight him again on some train tracks too. The strategy here is pretty much the same as the past 2 encounters though, and once you're done with that, you prove to be Jake and Sherry's biggest op as you pass the boss along to them instead, as well as see Leon again. Oh, there's Leon. Good landing, by the way. Just want to point that out. On the Jake and Sherry front, though, you at least make it up to them by sniping enemies as they fight the boss, so even though you're a giant asshole, it's not completely unforgivable. The same, however, can't be said about Chris and Pierce, because even after all the nice things I said about their story arc earlier, once you make it onto the same ship as them, they decide not to leave the keycard door open and somehow doubled the amount of Tims. Oh my, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one, that's for sure. And you know what? That's not even the worst thing they left behind. Okay. I know what you're gonna say. Don't. Because I will. Now it's time to fight the Semen Demon, where the main event happens after you're done dealing with the ever-increasing clumps of white substances and the cum clones. This part wasn't the worst thing ever though, and I actually managed to get through most of it, sprinting past everything, occasionally getting downed, and butt scooting further before she could follow up. The main portion of this fight is a bit more involved since you have to do enough damage to Bad Ada's face while also avoiding her minions. But by focusing every bullet in your arsenal on one point, you can quickly detonate the liquid nitrogen behind her, and it'll be over before you know it. Okay, shoot eyes first, then shoot everywhere else. That's a bad pink eye. Come on, reload faster! Thank you. There we go. Okay, all good. Not bad. This was now 5 boss fights in the span of 2.5 hours. But we're not done yet, because for the home stretch, it was time to fly over to Leon for yet another serving. You guys think we're okay? All right. Yeah, piloting a helicopter is kind of hard, right? That was weird. Multiple crashes later, and we now have to do the entire Simmons fight again. You take on T-Rex Simmons in a helicopter, but then have to fight Rooftop Simmons, and it goes just as poorly as it did the first time. Mentally, I was nearing my breaking point, but it was the last thing I had to do. And then this chapter was done for good. All right. That's not, yeah, that'll do it. Oh, okay, I'm fucking dead. All right, Leon, I'm gonna need you to get me up real quick here. All right, cool, never mind. I don't know what to do here. Thank you, Leon. All right, if I find a way to get out of this first corner, that guy's done for, let me tell you. Dodge. This is going well. Oh, I'm alive! Let's go! Okay, hold on, we're in it. Okay. Yeah, so I do need to like be on the... Wait, what? Alright, fuck it. Alright, I'll take it. Oh, hello. Ow. Oh, I'm so fucking dead. I am so dead. I'm alive! I am literally getting bailed out. This is the Joe effect. Big government.
Now beat his a sandwich man.
Oh, that's not great. Do I push him? Please get off Leon. Wait, do we have to fight Moth Simmons still, too? Am I crazy? Or are we done? Because if we're done, let's go! But if we're not, I have to keep the pop-off for a bit later. Well, for probably the first time ever, the game decides to not have you repeat a boss fight. But it's still obviously RE6 we're talking about, so wow. Who would have guessed that all the previous sections happened over the course of one chat? Oh my god. It turns out that although Ada's campaign is a lot harder on paper, it's also a lot shorter. I was able to beat this whole campaign in around the time it took to beat a single Chris mission, and even got an A rank in clear time at some points. How does that even happen on this difficulty? So after 40 plus hours of having my brain wither away for a single achievement, this never-ending marathon was finally over. Okay, what's next? Complete chapter 5. Oh, green around the ears. Amateur. Okay, so we at least beat it on easy. Come on. Leave it to the pro. Entire thing professional. Let's go. We beat the game. And we didn't even beat it on professional. We beat it on the difficulty that's harder than professional.
Poggers.
Let's go. Okay, there's one more thing we need to do though. Slightly increases firearm power. Sure. Let's go! We got it! We got a skill! Holy shit, you were here, chat! Even though this achievement was fun at times, it was truly a mental endurance test at others. And I'm very much looking forward to never doing this again. Until the remake comes out. Until then though, we still have a lot more Resident Evils to cover, so make sure to subscribe to see what things I'm cooking up that are even worse than this, and remember to check out War Thunder as well. It's completely free to play on console and PC, and if you use my link in the description or pinned comment, new and returning players will receive a large bonus pack including everything you see here on screen. Thank you again to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. One more thing I want to say though is to make sure to check out the VOD channel for when I upload the full playthrough over there. I know this video is already pretty lengthy, but I swear to God, I had to cut 2/3 of the stuff I wanted to add because this took obscenely long and there was just too much chaos throughout. So with all that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.